Do you think, man?
Hashtag Kekich way.
Are you crying? No.
Should go to that.
I think I finished with it.
Yeah, like the rapper look with the chain on the outside like that.
I should probably take that off then.
Is it
Just, yeah, one of those. I don't know if I can get to it from inside the jacket.
Hashtag Bride Boys? Yeah. Bride Boys? Bride Boys? Bridesmen? There we go.
How badly did I screw myself up?
So fine.
Okay.
Just notice these stars like in their little rainbow things. So yeah, they definitely not weird. Is it your wedding?
That was really nice.
Is this where my baby is?
Yes, right here.
There she is. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, Kaylee.
Hi. You're here to put my bracelet on.
Oh, okay. It's a good thing I got here.
Yeah, I kept looking for you.
Which arm?
Is the lighting good here?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. Seriously.
Snap, snap, snap.
This video guy over here.
Love you.
I did not ever try it on. Ever. It was in my closet for months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did
How,
you really
how
try it
long?
on?
How long
No,
do you
she
want
got it
the
on.
How long do you want the bows?
I don't know, whatever.
Whatever looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's much better.
And now I'd like to ask all of you to stand for the entrance of the bride.
Please only anything
This afternoon, we have gathered together in the presence of God and in this beautiful old mansion to celebrate and honor this special couple, Jennifer Lenore and Joseph Kekich, and to offer our blessings and support as they make their marriage vows to one another. They welcome you, and we welcome them as a new creation in our midst. Who, on behalf of these two families, offers their blessings upon this marriage?
I do.
Okay. You can shake hands with him. Please be seated. Marriage is the promise between two people to love and commit to each other and to trust that love and commitment, to carry them through many years of partnership and responsibility. These two people come now to honor one another as the strong individuals we know them to be, and yet to declare their intention to spend the rest of their lives together, seeking each other's good. Jen and Joe, as you know and as we all know, this ceremony will not create a relationship that does not already exist between you. A wedding is first of all a symbol of how far you have come in the 10 years that you've already been together, and a symbol of how much you have grown to this point. But today will also be a moment when you formally and publicly declare before all of us your resolve to make your journey together thus far into a lifetime commitment. I have to say that no marriage, no wedding ceremony has presented me with a greater challenge than this one in trying to gracefully describe how the relationship began. I am the grandfather of small children, and I'm well acquainted with scatological humor. My grandchildren, probably like your children and grandchildren, like to make rude references to certain bodily functions and then fall down holding their sides with gleeful laughter. And if we're honest, we all know as adults that we often do the same thing, delighting in transgressive humor. So I hope it will be with amusement and not shock that you hear the story of how this couple met. Back in 2006, both Jen and Joe were working in a Target store. Each had different responsibilities, but one day they both ended up at the cash registers in the front helping customers check out. While they were helping customers, their manager, a man of, say, delicate sensibilities, discovered something on the floor of the aisle, the product of a digestive mishap, something apparently deposited by a human which should not have been there, something very definitely out of place, and the supervisor freaked out. After putting a bucket over it, he screamed and pleaded for one of his employees to please remove it. He even promised a free soda to whoever would take charge and remove this unwanted object. And we all know that in today's world, the white knights are the people who step up to do the unpleasant things. Those who have done things like Joe has done, for instance, like scraping icy windshields in winter and retrieving things from a spider-ridden basement or wading through attic insulation. So it was in this spirit of being a white knight that Joe stepped up to handle this crisis. He knew that by taking charge of this situation, he would win a bottle of fancy new kind of Pepsi that had just come out, Diet Pepsi Jazz. What he didn't know was that in this awkward situation, he would also win the affections of the woman who would eventually become his wife. This whole strange incident is what brought him to Jen's attention. She was impressed by his courage. And she began to inquire about him, and with her best friend Kaylee, our matron of honor today, and who knew Joe. By September of 2006, they were talking on AOL Instant Messenger, and by November, they started dating. People often say that they see the hand of God at work in bringing them together. In this case, it has to be a very earthy God with a great sense of humor. Jen and Joe dated for 5 years before they finally decided to move in together, and they bought a house in Glen Burnie. For 6 years. They have lived together there, adding to their family the 3 dogs many of you know, Ruby, Ozzy, and Jeter. But it wasn't until 2015 that they decided to make the marriage formal and legal. They both like video games and the characters that populate some of our most beloved modern stories. So Joe got creative and had a custom photo book made with pictures of some of the video battles that they had endured together. These pictures then began to include references to Gollum from Lord of the Rings and the ring that he called the Precious. And in the book, Joe slyly asked Jen what she was going to call her ring. And so he had proposed to her. Jen said yes, and here we are. And we are here today to support you too as you make your promises to continue growing stronger as individuals and as partners, no matter what challenges or successes you encounter in your life together. Today, your lives, which began long ago on separate paths, will in every respect be joined as one. Joe and Jen, you have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance at Target back in 2006 to this point of commitment on your wedding day. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you have been making informal commitments to each other. All of those conversations that were held in the car or over a meal, all those comments that began with when we're married and continued with I will and you will and we will, and all those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, and moving in together and buying a house and starting a family with Ruby, Ozzy, and Jeter. All these things you now have in common are the real process of building a marriage. The symbolic vows you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant them every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these past few years. And shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you'll be able to say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. And now we will have some readings.
A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out and we can be completely honest who we are. We can be loved for who we are and not for who we're pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. No matter what else goes wrong around us, with that one person, we're safe in our own paradise. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. When we're two balloons and together our direction is up, chances are we found the right person. Our soulmate is the one who makes life come to life.
Thank you.
The world is so exquisite, with so much love and moral depth. We should remain grateful every day for the brief but magnificent opportunity that life provides. The sum of all our evolution, our thinking, and our accomplishments is love. How on earth can you explain in terms of chemistry and physics so important a biological phenomenon as love? Put your hand on a stove for a minute, and it seems like an hour. Sit with the person you love for an hour, and it seems like a minute. That's relativity. A marriage makes two fractional lives a whole. It gives to two questioning natures a renewed reason for living. It brings a new gladness to the sunshine, a new fragrance to the flowers, a new beauty to the earth, and a new mystery to life.
Thank you. Two wonderful readings. I'd like to tell a story that comes from social media. As you can see, I'm an old dude, but I do social media. Sometimes I think it's only old dudes that do Facebook, but anyway. And I'd like to begin by describing a cartoon that I saw on Facebook, and you may have seen it because it's been around Facebook a lot. It's a cartoon of an old couple sitting on a bench, and they've obviously just had a spat with one another. And the guy is sitting on one end of the bench, and he's sitting there with his hand in his fist like this, and he's obviously pretty unhappy. And his wife is sitting on the other end of the bench, and she's pretty unhappy. She's sitting there with her hands folded on top of her purse that's in her lap. And it's raining. So it's a pretty miserable picture. But in the middle of all that, the husband has popped an umbrella and is holding it over his wife's head. And when I saw that, I thought, you know what, that's a better symbol of what marriage is about than almost anything I know. We don't have any problems finding ways to love each other when we're feeling good and up and so on. But it's those times when we're not feeling so good, maybe when we've had a spat, that are the challenge to a long marriage. And if we look at one another as being able to hold umbrellas over each other's heads at those moments, being able to have each other's backs during the hard times, that's the thing that makes many decades of married life possible. And that's what we wish for you today as you pop umbrellas over each other's heads. And so if you will give your bouquet to the maid of honor and stand in front of me and hold hands. You'll have to do it out a little ways. There you go. Little squeeze here. All right. You're going to have the declarations of intentions. Joseph, before God and these witnesses, do you take Jennifer to be your wife, your partner in life, and your one true love? Do you cherish your union and You'd be interested to know that the rehearsal was instructed not to do that. Will you cherish your union and really love her through all the ebbs and flows of passion, relying on your goodwill to nourish the roots of romance? Will you trust and respect her, laugh and cry with her, loving her faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles you may face together? Will you give your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Great timing. Jennifer, before God and these witnesses, do you take Joseph to be your husband, your partner in life, and your one true love? Do you cherish your union and love him through all the ebbs and flows of passion, relying on your goodwill to nourish the roots of romance? Will you trust and respect him, laugh and cry with him, loving him faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles you may face together? Will you give your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And now, as family and friends, you form the community of support that surrounds Jennifer and Joseph. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in honoring and loving each other. Always stand beside them, never between them. Offer them your love and support. Encourage them with your kindness and loving hearts. And honor this marriage into which they have come to be joined today. Will you who witness these vows do everything in your power to support this relationship? We will! I think you have some support out there. And now we will have the vows. And Joseph, will you repeat after me? I, Joseph Anthony Kekich,
I, Joseph Anthony Kekich,
take you, Jennifer Rachel Lenore,
take you, Jennifer Rachel Lenore,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poor,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish. Take your time.
to love and to cherish,
For as long as we both shall live.
for as long as you both shall live.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
And now Jennifer, repeat after me. I, Jennifer Rachel Lenore,
I, Jennifer Rachel Lenore,
take you, Joseph Anthony Kekich,
take you, Joseph Anthony Kekich,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day
for
forward,
better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poor,
for richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
May I have the rings, please? Thank you. These rings are circles symbolizing the intention of unbroken love for a lifetime. For as long as you live, they will sit upon your hands as reminders of the vows you have made to one another on this day. Their real beauty is to be found in your love's open-hearted and faithful persistence, in the depth of all your joys, and in the face of all your adversities. And now, Joseph, you will take her ring and put it on her finger. I'll do a second knuckle. And repeat after me. Jennifer, I give you this ring,
Jennifer, I give you this ring,
forged in love,
forged in love,
as a daily reminder
as a daily reminder
of my lifetime commitment to you.
of my lifetime commitment to you.
And push it all along. Repeat after me. Joseph, I give you this ring,
Joseph, I give you this ring,
forged in love,
forged in love,
as a daily reminder
as a daily reminder
of my lifetime commitment to
of
you.
my lifetime commitment to you.
And push it all the way on. And now we will have a blending of sands. And I'm going to step aside for two of the tables here. At this time, I would like to invite the bride and groom to take their containers of sand. As you each hold your separate containers, recognize what your lives have been up to this moment, individual and unique. And just as you now pour your sands into a single stream, your lives also join together as one family. You may now blend the sand together, symbolizing the uniting of the bride and the groom into one. Just like marriage, sometimes it takes a little time. All right. Just as these grains of sand can never be separately poured again into their individual containers, so may your marriage bond you together forever. Come and stand in front of you. Jen and Joe, as you lead here side by side, may the passing years find you growing wiser and more courageous. May your companionship be the birthplace of family and meaningful friendships. May your weaknesses be the crevices in which new strengths take root and flourish. May your sorrows stretch your heart so that they may be filled with compassion for others. And may each day you spend together find you grateful for its blessings and eager with hope for the next. Go forth from here, taking your rightful place in the generations of people who have graced the world with their love. And now, Joe and Jen, you have made your marriage vows to one another before God and these friends and families. You have sealed your vows with the giving and receiving of rings. So by the authority invested in me by a loving God in the state of Maryland, I pronounce that you are husband and wife, and you may begin your marriage with a kiss.
Good? Yep. Get it? Yep. Okay, so this one,
All right, here we go. The nation of honor and the bridesmaid and the groomsman. Jamie, Kekich, and Jonathan Lenore. bridesmaid and groomsmen, Katarina Crane and Nick Bonnet. Next we have bridesmaid and groomsmen, Patricia Lehman and Kevin Kress. Nation of Honor, Best Man, Kaylee Elmore and James Lilly. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Kekich.
All right, everybody. So back 10 years ago, you know, when Jen and I met, the four of us guys used to have this kind of this band that we used to call Samson's Strength. And we recorded a couple songs off of that band, you know, very commercially successful. You can find us on MySpace, I think, right now. That's the only place I think it is. So, you know, when you think of the fact that we've been together 10 years, and this between us started about 10 years ago as well, as far as the music's concerned. You know, Jen would probably say she's seen every living thing there is to see about me, right? So,
Except one thing.
this is probably the one thing that in 10 years she has never seen me do, which is perform for her in front of, especially in front of her. like all I ever do is ask for things until I ask too much of you, but that's not the way I want to live. Trying to change, and something's got to give. Yeah, something's got to give. Until there's nothing else, until it all is out. And I'll have no regrets. I'll live until there's nothing left out. Until there's nothing else. Until it all runs out. I'll give until there's nothing left out.
Very nice, Joe. Very nice. That was awesome. That was very, very nice. You know you can sing, Joe. That was good. You gotta come check out my band. You can get up and sing that. Very nice, guys. Very nice. We're gonna wait a couple minutes. I think it's almost dinner time.
I'm going to go ahead and start. First thing, I'd like to say thank you to Joe and his family. And Jen, you look beautiful tonight. I see you back there. And I know he's going to ask about this later. I messed up on the piano solo. I have to apologize.
10 years, man. 10 years.
That's all right, James.
I knew he'd forgive me. So I'll start off with just going through a few stories that I have. Basically, I've known Joe since we were about 6 years old. In fact, I think I remember the time I asked him to be my friend on the Ascension School parking lot. And we were about 6 years old. I think we were playing Transformers or Power Rangers or something. And I was like, "Hey, do you want to play?" And so we kind of developed this relationship where we were secret brothers. It was very cute. Yeah. So. Yeah, it was very nice. So we both had younger sisters, but no older siblings. So it was, a similar situation. In fact, one of his first memories of me is when, and I'm glad you guys like toilet humor, by the way, as we've established. But one of his first memories of me is when I was in the Ascension School bathroom, and apparently I whispered to him, "Joe, I'm not wearing any underwear." So don't worry, I'm wearing some now, maybe, so and then we went. So basically, the whole overarching arch of our friendship is we went to middle school, high school, college together. We played sports together. We played basketball together. We were on opposite teams, and we just kept talking on the court too much that they benched us because we just kept, yeah. So we imagine us on opposite teams, and we were just talking to each other, and they said to me they said to Joe, "Stop talking to Lily." That's my last name. We're going through high school. We went to college together. What I want to say is that I really am lucky to have Joe as a friend and these guys as friends who we've known each other since we were that young. We haven't lost touch. We've all grown up. We've gone and done our own separate things in certain cases, but I realize how lucky I am to have a friend like that. We've just been together through everything. I have friends now who they don't talk to anyone that they've known since before they were in college or high school or whatever. And so I just want to say, Joe, I love you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for Jen. One thing I did want to say was thank you to the Kekich family who has embraced me as well. I always thought of you as kind of like a second family. So I just really want to say thank you, and it's really been an honor to be your best man. So I'll pass the mic.
Oh, hold on. We got a toast. So let us raise our glass. No pronouns. Let us raise our glasses to Joe and Jen and wish them the best. And let's give them our love and friendship forever.
All right. Hey, I'm Kaylee, maid of honor. I have some cliff notes because I'm not really good at memorizing speeches or anything like that. And this is not going to be as funny. It'll be a little more sappy, probably. Not that sappy, though. Not super sappy. All right. So first of all, thank you all for coming. And somebody got really super lucky today and got a beautiful day outside. So I'm glad that everything worked out. There's no rain. Yeah. So me and Jen have been friends for a long time, since high school. And I was the one who got her the job at Target. So I want to take credit for putting them together, for bringing them together. Although I'm not sure if I'm the one to blame for that, if that's a good thing to take credit. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'll take credit for it. So basically, I can't think of a couple who mesh better together as well as these guys. They share the same hobbies, the same geekiness, the same loves of flat-faced squishy dogs. Basically, they have all of the same interests. Jeez. And I still remember when they got together, and Joe was like a breath of fresh air for Jen. It was something that she needed in her life, and I knew that I could always count on him to treat her right and do the right thing for her, take care of her. So it was a relief for me. It was good. Not as much crying since they've been together. And I've been their third wheel enough times that I think I can call Joe my friend too.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
P.F. Chang.
P.F. Chang.
Thank you. Yeah, P.F. Chang's best friend. So Jen, thank you for being my shoulder to cry on, and for laughing with me when we needed to laugh. And you're my person. I love you. And I want to leave you guys with this quote. Love isn't perfect, it isn't a fairy tale or storybook, and it doesn't come easy. Love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, holding on and never letting go. Love is work, but most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, every second of it was worth it because you did it together. Everyone raise your glass. And cheers to the new couple. Cheers.
I was only walking through your neighborhood, saw you out on honey in the cold. I stood anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. I've been getting used to waking up with you. I've been getting used to waking up here. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. There you are. There you are. Oh, the fire and the fire. And I always feel lightness in my step. You're miles away, but I still feel you. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. Late at night, when you can't fall asleep, I'll be lying right beside you, counting sheep. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. She said, boy, when you know, you know, and I know. And I always feel you in my blood.
All right, very nice. Very nice. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Joe Kekich. Now we need the bride and the father. We're going to keep things going here.
Lost in the moment, each other's face. So much in love, you're gone in this place. Like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her, she told me so, and she still means the world to me. Just so you know, so be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life goes on. it's still hard to give her away. I like your face. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of honesty. Someday you might know what I'm going through. When a miracle smiles on you, I love to feel.
Very nice, very nice. All right, Joe, bring your mom up.
When I was a little boy,
All right, next up we're gonna do the garden toss here. I've got the agenda right here. That's gonna be in 5 minutes. Congratulations, Joe and Jennifer. All right, we need all the guys. Single guy. We got other guys. Okay. You know, the ladies, all the single ladies up here.
y'all might wanna say goodbye, watch the lights every time. I can tell it's all in the politics, yeah. Y'all looking at something like a tree, yeah. Before I told me that a man that can dance like a possibility down with a tool in his pan. Now I'm a lady, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you gon' need your vibrate. Cause I'm a go make you get your back low in the power of real bad, but like a
Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it out there, y'all. One up this time. Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Cha-cha there, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back there, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Oh, yeah. All right, thank you very much. Good night.
Somebody Thank you.